Today I'm going to be sharing with you my 28-week pregnancy update, as well as sharing with you my experience of getting the whooping cough and the flu vaccine. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my 28-week pregnancy update. If you haven't been to this channel before, my name's Abigail. I have a son called Samuel who is 2 years old, and I'm due with baby number 2 in February 2021. And so this is my pregnancy update for week 28 of my pregnancy. And that is very, very exciting. So I thought I would just start off by sharing with you my symptoms and my measurement around my stomach. At the moment, I measure exactly 101 centimetres around the widest part of my stomach, which is how I've been measuring myself. And it's interesting because I actually looked back on my pregnancy journal from having Samuel, and I was exactly 101 centimetres around my waist with Samuel as well. So that gives me a really good sign that everything seems to be on track with this pregnancy. Samuel was a very healthy baby and he grew very healthily, and so that gives me confidence that this baby will hopefully be healthy as well. And it's just interesting to see that I'm exactly the same measurement around my waist. That's just really interesting to me. So I'm very happy with that. Another symptom that I've noticed is that I've been getting a lot more tired recently. So that's just to be expected because I'm getting a lot bigger around my waist. And so I'm just feeling a lot more tired, But I'm quite happy to deal with that because I've had a very smooth, easy pregnancy so far, and I'm very grateful for that. And so of all the symptoms I could have, a bit of tiredness is not the hardest one in the world. So I'm very happy with that. Okay, I can deal with that. Another symptom that I've been having is I've just been finding it really hard to sleep just because I have been getting so big. It's very hard to get comfortable at night. So I've been having more restless nights, and of course the peeing that I've been having since like pretty much the start. I have to pee a lot. I usually pee a lot anyway, but during the night when I'm pregnant, I pee like every hour or two. It's just ridiculous, and I just don't get as good a sleep as I would like to get. So I've been having that, and this is the first week that I feel like I've been really having difficulty moving. So before this, I've not really noticed any difference in the way that I've been able to move, not particularly much anyway. But this week, I've been starting to feel like, oh, I can't like bend over in a certain way, or I can't pick up Samuel as easily, or I can't just do certain things, like just move in certain ways that I would normally be able to move in. I just can't. So this is the first week that I've really noticed like a massive difference in my size and just difficulty in getting around. And I'm thinking maybe I should bring out the pregnancy birthing ball that I have, which I had last time for my pregnancy, which I know Samuel will absolutely adore this balls. I think he's going to play with it most of the time. But it's like just one of those big exercise balls, and you sit on it and it makes it more comfortable to sit when you get quite big. So I may have to bring that down, and I'm sure Samuel will have a great time on that. And it's only today that I've noticed that I'm in the 3rd trimester officially. It kind of crept up on me, like the 1st and 2nd trimesters kind of just went along, and I was just like, yeah, this is good. 3rd trimester's come and I'm like, oh dear, because I'm not sorted for this baby. And I'm on these pregnancy groups on Facebook and seeing everyone else being like, they've got their hospital bag packed and they've got the baby's crib out and everything, and I'm just like, no, nowhere near there. The only thing I've really done is what you've seen in these videos. So I've brought down his clothes and Samuel's old clothes for this new baby. That's kind of all I've done. So I haven't got the crib down, I haven't packed the hospital bag, I haven't done any of that stuff. And thinking that I'm in the 3rd trimester is making me feel a bit like I should probably get sorted kind of soonish. So I'm planning to hopefully in the next few weeks get the baby stuff down that I need and get it washed. For example, the crib that we have, we're going to reuse, and get it washed and just see if there's anything extra that we need to make sure that I'm not like last minute panic buying anything. But honestly, my brain is kind of in like a before Christmas and an after Christmas like split. Like I'm thinking before Christmas is time that I'm going to spend with Samuel. I've got Advent plans with Samuel of things that I'm going to do every day just to spend lots of quality time with him, because the baby is coming quite soon. So I want to spend lots of quality time with Samuel, and I made a whole video about my Advent plans and what I'm going to do with Samuel, which I'll link here if you want to check it out. So I've got like the before Christmas, like this is what I'm going to do before Christmas with Samuel, and then after Christmas is like baby. So I'm like, I'm in January, the first week in January, I'm 34 weeks pregnant, which is pretty close to 40 weeks, isn't it? But I think I still think I'm gonna wait till January and pack my hospital bag and everything then, because otherwise it'll just mess up my brain, and I don't know why, but it'll just mess up my brain if I start getting too much prepared before Christmas. So I'm just going to do the hospital bag and stuff, last minute stuff after Christmas, and before Christmas I'm going to get more baby stuff sorted, hopefully, if I've got time. But yes, that's one of the things I really want to do this trimester, is to make sure I'm spending lots of time with Samuel, because we are going to turn into a family of 4 very soon. It's going to be a very different dynamic. He's going to have to deal with a whole new difference in his family, a whole new family member, which is going to be a very big change for our 2-year-old. So I'm excited for it, but I'm also nervous because I think Samuel might struggle with that. And I think we're all going to struggle in certain ways with it. So we really want to make sure that this Christmas is a very special Christmas, as our last family Christmas of 3, and make the most of it. So that's kind of like my big plan for like the next month or so. But let's get into my midwife appointment now. So I had a midwife appointment yesterday, and she went through lots of the basic stuff that I've had before. So she checked my blood pressure, which was fine. She did my urine, which was also fine, which is good, because my last pregnancy, my urine always came back with like something in it, and they never worked out what it was. But this time everything's all clear like every week, which is great. She also checked the baby's heartbeat, which was perfect as well, and I'm really happy about that. And of course I'm not as nervous about these things because I can feel the baby moving a lot, so I can feel I'm pretty confident there's a baby heartbeat because I can feel the baby a lot. But it's also nice to have the reassurance of her checking. She also took my blood, and she said that was to check for my iron levels. So she'll send out my iron level results on my little app that I have on my phone. If you live in Scotland or even England, they have a little pregnancy app that they update with like your appointments and stuff, and she'll put like my results of that blood on my app, which is quite convenient actually. And then if I have low iron levels or something, she'll send like off to my doctor for that. So that's what she's taken for there, and I haven't got the results of that yet. And of course I got my whooping cough vaccine and also my flu vaccine, which I'm going to be honest, I didn't get either of them last time with Samuel. It just didn't seem to fall in the right season for the flu vaccine. I was pregnant with Samuel mostly during the summer, and whooping cough, just for some reason my midwife either didn't mention it or I didn't even notice that it was a thing. I don't know, it went over my head, but I would have got it if I'd thought about it last time, but it just didn't seem to happen. But this time I got both of them. So I got my flu vaccine on this arm and my whooping cough vaccine on this arm yesterday. And I'm not the biggest wimp, I think, when it comes to injections, but to be honest, they were quite sore. So this one was more sore at first, the flu one, and I still have like a little, like it feels a bit sore when I do that. This one's more sore now, the whooping cough is more sore now. And I feel like achy when I raise my arms like that. It's like quite achy and stiff, and I definitely don't want to be lifting Samuel up, and I definitely don't want him to be hitting me on the arms at all. So you know how toddlers are like, they'll like hit you on the arms. It's like, no, please don't do that. So they were fine. Like it's not like a massive discomfort. The worst thing about it was the fact that last night, I didn't think this through when I got all my because you don't have to have your vaccines on the same day, by the way. The NHS in Scotland anyway will ask you if you want to have one on one day and one on another day. And thinking about it now, I should have done that because I didn't think about this. I'm pregnant, so you're not meant to lie on your back when you're pregnant, okay? You're meant to lie on your side. But if you've got an injection on this side and an injection on this side, it's really sore to lie on. Like I'm telling you, do not want to lie on the arm. It was so, like I had to sleep like on this part of my back at a really awkward angle. It was not a good night's sleep last night. I slept really, really badly last night. I was so stiff when I woke up. Yeah, wouldn't recommend getting them on the same day. But I think I just wanted to get them out of the way. But yeah, I had such a bad night's sleep last night. So it isn't like it's not painless. I'm in a little bit of pain still from that. But considering that I'm protecting my baby from diseases, that's a small price to pay. A little bit of stiffness is a small price to pay to protect your baby. So I'm really not complaining about that at all. And if you want me to describe the pain of the arm, it's basically like, so it's not that bad. It's basically like someone has like punched you repeatedly in the arm. If you've ever had that before, where someone like hits you repeatedly in the arm, and it's not numb, but it's kind of, it goes very stiff and like a big bruise kind of soreness. That's kind of what it's like. So like I said, it's not the worst pain in the world, but I wasn't expecting it to be that bad because I wasn't expecting it to be as painful as it was, because I've had injections in the past and they didn't feel like this one, like these ones did. But like I said, small price to pay. Okay guys, I want you to let me know how many weeks pregnant you are and what your symptoms have been, and just let me know how you're getting on, because I'd be really interested to know. And I'll do another pregnancy update in a few weeks, because I'm going back for a scan in like a few weeks time. So I'm going to do another update then, or before then if anything different happens. And so I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.